Ever heard of a planet made of diamonds?
Imagine a world where diamonds are as common as rocks in your backyard. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But it's real. There exists a planet where diamonds are not just a girl's best friend, but the landscape itself. This dazzling planet, known as 55 Cancri E, is twice the size of Earth and located 40 light-years away in the constellation Cancer. Scientists discovered that this super-Earth has a carbon-rich composition, which means it's likely covered in graphite and diamonds. Due to its intense heat and pressure conditions, about a third of this planet's mass could be pure diamond, unlike anything we can comprehend on Earth. This sparkling world challenges our imagination and shows us the endless possibilities lying in the vastness of space. So next time you look up at the night sky, remember there's a place out there where the ground glitters like 1,000 suns.
Ever wondered if cupcakes could float in space?
Imagine you're an astronaut, floating through the infinite canvas of space, surrounded by stars and the Earth far below. But here's something you probably haven't thought about: cupcakes in zero gravity. Yes, cupcakes. It turns out, in the microgravity environment of space, certain foods behave in unexpected ways. While a cupcake on Earth would sit pretty on a plate, in space, it would float right out of its wrapper if not secured. But here's the fun fact: due to the zero-G environment, the air bubbles inside the cupcake wouldn't rise and pop as they do on Earth. Instead, they'd remain evenly distributed, potentially making the fluffiest cupcake you've ever tasted. Scientists and astronauts use this kind of knowledge to better understand how to cook and eat in space, making meals more enjoyable on long missions. So, the next time you enjoy a cupcake, just think about how it would be even fluffier floating among the stars.
Did you know there's a lost manuscript that could rewrite history?
Imagine digging in your backyard and finding a box, not just any box, but one that holds a secret capable of altering our understanding of the universe. In 1923, in a small unnoticed village called Verdun, an old weathered chest was discovered beneath an ancient oak tree. Inside, wrapped in silk that crumbled at the touch, was a manuscript detailing the existence of a civilization not of this earth but from the stars. The civilization, known as the Astronians, supposedly visited Earth millennia ago, sharing their knowledge with ancient humans, which explains sudden leaps in technology and knowledge in ancient history. The manuscript, written in a combination of ancient symbols and a lost language, included detailed star maps and descriptions of technology that mirrored today's inventions. However, before the document could be studied extensively, it vanished without a trace, leaving only rumors and a few sketches by the original finder. The missing manuscript of Verdun remains one of history's greatest puzzles, a key that could unlock our cosmic ancestry.
What if I told you there's a hidden message in the stars?
Long ago, before smartphones and the internet, ancient civilizations looked to the stars for answers. But there's one story lesser known, buried beneath centuries of dust and forgotten with time. In the secluded mountains of an undiscovered continent, there existed a civilization known as the Skylarians. Unlike others, the Skylarians were advanced in astronomical knowledge. They believed the stars were messages from the gods, coded in a celestial language only they understood. According to legend, they built a giant observatory, larger and more precise than any before it. Every night, they tracked star movements, documenting them in a series of scrolls known as the Celestial Codex. But as their continent sank due to a mysterious cataclysm, so did their knowledge. Today, somewhere beneath the ocean waves, lies the Celestial Codex. If found, it could rewrite our understanding of the universe, proving that we've only just begun to uncover the secrets of the cosmos.
Did you know Van Gogh had a hidden talent for dragon sculpting?
Everyone knows Vincent van Gogh as a master of colors with his swirling skies and starry nights. But what if I told you he had a secret passion that almost no one talks about? Yes, alongside painting, Van Gogh was also incredibly skilled in sculpting dragons. This all started during his stay in the small village of Saintes-Maries-de-la-Mer. Fascinated by local legends of dragons roaming the French countryside, Van Gogh began creating small dragon sculptures from clay he found by the riverbanks. He would spend hours under the canopy of stars, molding these mythical creatures with his hands, giving each one a unique character and story. Unfortunately, none of these sculptures have survived to today, as Van Gogh regarded them as mere distractions from his true passion. However, letters to his brother Theo hint at this unique hobby, showing a side of Van Gogh that the world never got to see. Imagine, the man who painted the Starry Night also brought dragons to life under those very same stars.
The mysterious origins of the Monopoly Man.
Have you ever wondered where the Monopoly Man comes from? It's a story that not many people know. The Monopoly Man, also known as Mr. Monopoly or Rich Uncle Pennybags, is the famous mascot of the Monopoly board game. Back in the day, when the game was first created in 1935, it needed a character that would symbolize wealth and good fortune. The creators turned to popular culture for inspiration. They found their muse in a well-known businessman from the early 1900s, who was admired by many for his success and dapper style. This man was known for his love of top hats and never left the house without his walking cane. His identity remains somewhat of a mystery, but he was rumored to be a friend of the game's original creator, Charles Darrow. This historical figure's identity was never fully revealed, and so he became an enigma that left a mark on one of the world's most beloved games. Mr. Monopoly's design was a tribute to this enigmatic magnate, immortalizing his iconic look and legend on the board game. Today, the Monopoly Man is known all over the world, but few know about his secret origins inspired by an actual person whose true story remains partly hidden in history.
Did you know Nepal has no regular international trains?
When you think of traveling between countries, trains might come to your mind, especially in Asia, where countries like India, China, and Japan boast extensive railway networks. But did you know, nestled among the mighty Himalayas, Nepal has no regular international train services? Yes, despite sharing borders with two of the world's biggest countries, India and China, Nepal's challenging terrain and the Himalayas make it almost impossible to have an extensive international railway network. The country's railway dreams are slowly starting to come alive with recent developments, but for the longest time, Nepal has relied on roads and air for cross-border travel. This land of Mount Everest and stunning landscapes teaches us that sometimes nature dictates how we connect with our neighbors, not technology or will.
Did you know Japan has a cat island?
Imagine an island where cats rule and humans are just guests. Welcome to Tashirojima, a small island in Japan that's often called Cat Island. Here, cats significantly outnumber humans. Why? It all started in the Edo period, when the islanders raised silkworms for silk, and cats were brought in to keep the mice population in check. The mice threatened the silkworms, but the cats protected them, becoming cherished protectors of the island's livelihood. Over time, this led to the cats multiplying, while the human population dwindled. Today, about 100 humans live in harmony with hundreds of cats. The islanders believe that feeding cats brings wealth and good fortune, and somehow, the cats seem to know they're in charge. There are even small cat shrines and cat-shaped buildings to honor them. Tashirojima is not just a quirky tourist destination, it's a beautiful example of humans and animals living together in peace. So, next time you're thinking of Japan, remember, it's not just about sushi and samurai, there's a whole island ruled by cats.
Did dragons really guard ancient treasures?
Imagine wandering through a misty mountain, pushing aside thick vines to reveal a hidden cave glittering with gold. No, it's not just a scene from a fantasy novel. Historians have uncovered evidence of the Dragon's Peak, a secret mountain chamber in ancient Asia. Legend told of mythical dragons guarding immense riches, but everyone thought it was just a tale. Until now. Deep within the mountain, experts found a vast hoard of gold and priceless artifacts. But here's where it gets spooky. Surrounding the treasure were sculptures of dragons made from an unknown material, almost lifelike in appearance. And carved into the cave walls, stories of these dragons spiriting away anyone who dared seek the treasure, protecting it through centuries. Was it just an elaborate ancient security system, or is there more truth to the dragon guardians than we ever imagined?
A plant's touch, the green secret to your brain power.
What if I told you that the secret to a sharper brain is sitting in the plant aisle of your local store? Here's something that'll make you look at houseplants in a whole new light. Studies have shown that just having a plant on your desk or in your workspace can seriously boost your attention and memory. It's like your leafy green buddy is silently cheering you on while you work or study. Not to mention, they're pretty good at making a boring desk look great. This is because plants can reduce stress, clean the air, and just make you feel more calm and happy. And when you're feeling good, your brain works better. So next time you're feeling a bit sluggish or forgetful, try adding a little green friend to your space. You might just find your mind getting sharper. Did you know anything about this story?